time for the video of the day. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome. Today, I want to discuss something very, very important. You see, down on the bottom of your legs, you have these things that are called feet. They're very, very important. You can't stand up, you don't have feet. I mean, without help. I'm sure if you just had, your ankle sticking out the bottom of your foot, you could stand up with help, but a little bit easier to stand up when you got feet. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever... The camera's moving. I think it's because the truck's running. Okay, the truck's going to shut off any minute now. There it goes. Now the whole... This truck shakes when it shuts off. I'm not sure why. Try to get the camera. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, feet. I don't know if any of you have ever had your toes run over. Have ever dropped something on your toe? We had a scratching post in our living room for the cats. And it's a little S-shaped thing. Shaped like this. And it's solid. Believe you me, my toe found out the hard way. I got mad one day in my stocking feet and I kicked it. I lost my toenail on my big toe eventually. My whole toe turned purple. Got to the point where I couldn't even hardly put my shoe on. So the whole point of this is it's very important to keep your feet protected. Now, when you're out and about, if you're out running around town, okay, and it's a hot day, it's okay to wear something like this. If you're at the beach, it's okay to wear something like this. If you're out and about and it's hot, the only time it is not okay to wear something like this is if you have on these. These two things do not go together. Okay? And you're not sure. It's a sock. Okay? You do not wear socks with these. Okay? Here's one of the reasons why. If you put a sock... Here, let me show you. I can show you my hand here. See, we'll put a sock over my hand here, okay? You can see my fingers wiggling in there. Okay? There's why you don't put a sock on with sandals. Because the sock, it should go like this. Okay? You can see that? It should go like that. It shouldn't be the sock keeping it from going in there. You don't wear socks and sandals. Some of the sandals have just a piece that goes over here. They don't have this piece. Okay? They just have the piece that goes over here. And you can slide your foot in real easy with socks. No! What is the whole point in wearing something like this? Just basically something that's going to be on the bottom of your foot. Okay? So if you're walking across the rocks, this will protect the bottom of your foot. What is the point in wearing something like this if you're just going to cover your foot anyway? Okay? So these are acceptable. If you're just running around town, if you're at the beach, something like that, these are acceptable. Now, if you're at work, let's say you're a truck driver, okay, and you're going in and out of customers, you're getting in and out of your truck. If you're at work and you're walking around, say you work at Walmart, you work at a grocery store, or maybe you work in a warehouse. Okay, you got things around, you got things that fall on the floor and break, okay? If something falls on your foot and you got this on, your foot's going to get hurt. This is next. A shoe, okay? This is a tennis shoe, obviously a Reebok, okay? This is a tennis shoe. Soft sole, soft on top, okay? It can't be crushed. Okay? But a shoe, something that's going to cover your foot. Okay? If something falls and I'm wearing this, let's say a jar of pickles falls off the shelf and hits my foot and breaks, the glass is not going to cut my foot. If I'm wearing this, glass is probably going to cut my foot, even if I have a sock on. Great, there go my pistachio shells all over the floor. Now I'm going to sweep again. But this protects your foot a little bit more. They have others that are like a work shoe. This is the tennis shoe. They have others that are like a work shoe. They have a solid bottom on them. Okay? If I step on a nail with this, it's probably going to go into the rubber. Okay? They have other shoes that are a shoe, not a boot. It's a shoe. And the bottom of it is hard enough that if you stepped on a nail, it probably won't go in. Okay? So this is what you want to wear, if you're at work or if you're out around something where your feet might get hurt. Okay? Where there's a chance something could fall and fall on your foot. Now, there are some jobs that will tell you that you need a certain kind of footwear. This is a boot. This is not a steel toe boot. Okay? There are some companies where you have to wear steel toes because if something falls and hits your foot, okay, you can say goodbye to your toes. All right? This has the same sole as I was talking about with the shoe. Okay? It has the hard sole. If I step on something with this, it's probably not going to go through the sole. Okay? A boot. These are also good if you're working in the snow. Okay? Get a little traction. Okay? You can spray these with water repellent and use them to work in the rain so your feet don't get wet. Even if the water comes up to your ankle, you're still not going to get wet. Because now if you get a shoe, okay, if you got the shoe and the water comes up to your ankle, you're going to get wet. Okay? But with a boot, it won't. All right? Now, you might say, Greg, what is the whole point in this stupid video about footwear? I was at a place the other day, and I saw a guy get out of his truck. We're talking about a truck driver. We're talking about an industrial place here. This isn't, some place it's not like he's going to the grocery store or something like that. Okay? He's working in an industrial place. And he gets out with a pair of Crocs on. Now, Crocs, what are Crocs? If you don't know what Crocs are a draw between these two. Okay? They're similar to this because they have just the part on the bottom, they're easy to slip on real fast. Okay? But they have a covering over the toe that makes them more like a shoe. Okay? So they got the covering over the toe, but the part that goes over the toe has holes in it. So air can get in there. So it's similar to this. But it's still, if he's walking and he trips, okay, guess what's going to happen? That thing's going to fly off, and he's going to have a bare foot or a stocking foot. And then he steps on something, and it goes through his foot instead of going through the sole. And it just amazes me. Okay? Here at the terminal, when you walk into our terminal, you walk in, and the first door you go through basically goes into the mechanics area, goes into the garage area. Okay? It's in a safe area where you're not out, where they're actually working on the trucks. But let's say, guy's doing something and something goes flying. Let's say he whacks something and something breaks and goes flying. Lands on your foot. If you're wearing this, say bye-bye to your foot. Okay? The rule is you're not supposed to wear flip-flops. This is a company rule here. You're not supposed to wear flip-flops here. I see guys doing it all the time. And what bothers me about it the most is their socks and sandals. It drives me nuts. Why do you have a sandal on? Did y'all see that fly? Why do you have a sandal on? There he is again. If you're gonna wear socks. You say, well, I don't like the way my feet look. Then cover them up with a shoe. It's really amazing what you can do. See, with a shoe, and Don Johnson made this popular back in the 80s. Shoe and a sock. Okay? You can also do a shoe without the sock. And this fly is getting on my nerves. I hate it. We pull up to the guard shack out here, and we got to roll down our window, obviously, to get the paperwork. And it's like every freaking time I roll that window down, it takes them forever to get there. And then fly comes in. Every time. When we come in, we got to roll down the window to give them our paperwork. Fly comes in. I don't know how long that fly's been in here, but he's getting on my nerves right now, and he's about done as soon as I finish up this video, which is right now. There he is again. Did you see him? There he's back there now. I can see him in the... Anyway, it's important that you wear the right type of shoes, folks, for the area you're going to. If you're going to the beach, flip-flops are fine. If you're going to be out running around doing things where you might step on something or something might fall on your foot, you might want to have something that's at least covering your foot. All right? If you're working... My fly swatter. If you're working, then, you might even want a pair of boots. If you're working in a heavy industrial area, you may even want boots with steel toes to protect your toes. All right? So that's my opinion on footwear, folks. And I know you've heard the no socks and sandals thing over and over again. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and get it put on for you. I've updated the Facebook page for the video of the day a little bit. If you have an idea, something you just want to hear me rant about, something you want to hear me, joke about or talk about, please feel free to leave it on there, and I'll see it, and I'll get on here and I'll talk about it. All right. Now this will be last week at this time I made one and posted it, and I posted another one, and then I'm posting this one again. So we're starting off the next week. The video of the day already here. So remember, like, comment, share this video. If you're on YouTube, right down below there's a little subscribe button. It's right down there. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and you'll never miss an episode. If you want to be alerted that I posted a new video, hit the little bell, and YouTube will send you an alert and let you know, hey, Greg the Crazy Trucker's on. He just posted a new video. One of these days, I'm going to do a live video on Facebook. I don't know how or when, and it ain't going to be next Wednesday. It ain't going to be next Wednesday. I guarantee you that. We'll talk about that after it's done. Oh, so until next time. This is your host of the video of the day, Greg the Crazy Trucker, saying, see ya!